Mastermind Systems. So it's the morning after, and yeah, I just want to share a few keys that was coming in, and also for anyone who's there, just as a reminder of what's happening in the system. So what I love about the system work is that it's helping, it's working mind, body, spirit. So when I'm holding space in the webinars, there's a lot of stillness, a lot of silence in the system. And even when I'm sharing the teachings, I will, excuse me, I will share words, I'll share different keys, but in the background, there's something very deep happening on a cellular level. So sometimes I'll just say a little bit and I'll wait. So that's a cellular shift, that's a cellular activation. So the work that I'm doing is almost like going into the cellular information and changing it to the blueprint. So it's your spirit letting these diamonds into the system, which maybe the mind is trying to control. So spirit was always guiding me on how to work on almost like going in the back way rather than, past the barbed wire and everything else. So it's almost like change it within the core of the system. So in these teachings, there's a lot of shifts. Now, sometimes you may know as you're getting tired, you're sleepy. That is where the mind has been taken out a little bit and it's changing density within the system. So what's releasing a lot of density and moments where you would have dissociated. So you're dropping into yourself. So if you watch the webinar again, you'll notice I would recommend you watch the webinar till you stay conscious. You can manage to stay conscious in the body and within cells. This way, you will manage to be in life in a much more conscious, grounded way. So, yesterday I was teaching about different systems, and for example, I was working with the ears and the eyes, and they're incredible. Like everything is a system, and everything will reveal itself when you go in with intention and focus. So, if you know more about the anatomy, then the systems will even reveal more. If you want to read up on the hearing through different modalities, the system will start giving you more keys. Usually, when there's a trauma or there's an illness in the system, you have to remember it's not just from one place, it's from multi-dimensional places. So it's this when you open up a system, it's going to reveal the different points. I call it mapping. So you're going to find the points and you hold space. And within that space, it's sort of you find the point that was frozen and you stay with it with no judgment or not trying to change it. And suddenly it'll open that energy, frozen energy, and it will go back to the origin. So what I love about the system work is that it's going to keep going deeper in your system and you're going to find new ways of working or new ways to see yourself or to see the world around you. I love, for example, in the business systems or in, really grounded systems, it really works well because it's going to show up which things are out of coherence. And that's the beauty of this work, that it'll just show up everything that's out of coherence and patterns that you made choices on. And that's why I work a lot with business leaders because maybe there's hundreds of thousands of people or millions of people being affected by their decisions. So if they make a choice, from their ego or from a wound or from a blinding part of their system, they're going to affect a lot of people. So if you see it from spirit and reconnect it through spirit, you will be able to bring that whole organization into alignment again. So this is what's so beneficial about the system work. The system work can change every system back into coherence. What you see, for example, in the city planning in the world around us is mind planning. It's not seeing the different systems and how the systems can work together and how they can benefit to each other and how the Fibonacci codes can work through it. So the system work is connected to the Fibonacci codes and will always help the systems to raise to another frequency. So for example, if you were planning the city, you would basically be working with the system work connected to creation. And then if somebody walks through your city, they're going to be inspired and they're going to come out a different person. So it's going to activate the soul level. and it's going to heal aspects of the soul or remembrance. That's why I work with some designers as well, and the Fibonacci codes and the system work works within the garments. So when you wear them, they make you feel beautiful. They make you feel confident. They inspire you. The texture opens up the senses. That's how I work with the designers. So they're integrating the system work within the fabric, and the fabric weaves in creation within it. And because there's an intention with each design, then that activates the soul information and ignites that when the person would wear this garment. So this can be integrated into everything you do. It can be integrated into jewelry. Jewelry is another one with big keys. It can be integrated into every business. Every business can be integrated with system work, and you will bring something magical into the business. And you will feel what happens is when you bring a business to creation and you offer it to creation, it's got a purpose now. And if it's got the higher purpose, creation will really support you to evolve and to really ground that business. And it will show up what's in your system. So if there's anything within you around sabotage, self-destruction, it will also bring that up. So that's why I'm working with a lot of business people, is that to help them or see what's in their system, resolve it in their system. So the system work is very grounded. It's very, I know it's very simple in a way, and yet it's spirit. So the system work, as I say, the way I'm working is working on a cellular shift through the body, through the cells, because if it's in your body, you're going to attract it. So for me, it's about cleaning the vessel, clearing the vessel of all trauma and any frozen frequencies, emotions, and then inner outer world is coherent. So I want to get this vessel as clear as possible. And it's okay. Don't get overwhelmed if you feel lost or you feel there's a lot of density in you. It's all perfect. It will work the best for you in your unique way. So and also if you want to support people, you will support people who are attracted to you because they know you've something for them. And there's always an exchange. They will support you as well. So we're going to go very, very deep this evening into the system work, and we're going to go deeper into the cellular shifts. Because if there's mindsets, today I feel we'll work with the twists in the system. The twists in the system is where I twist my experience in life. I remember um, somebody saying to me, I was saying, oh, my childhood was fantastic. Everything was good. I was very blessed, very lucky. Of course I was. Um, but I remember a friend of mine saying, no, 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 it was so fucked up. So he sort of blew apart my twist. And from then I started to unravel the truth. So we have a lot of twists in the system about ourselves, that we're not lovable, that we're not good, that we're not enough, or, I can't do this. So we've been pre-programmed with these twists in the system. So I want to set the intention this evening to untwist, unravel all these belief systems so you can see, so you can hear, so you can feel, so you can speak the truth clearly, and you can read systems clearly. So everything that's out of alignment will be seen. A lot of, for example, leaders I work with, they have got something in their system that they have a blind part in the system, and they're not seeing what's really going on. They've great intentions, but they don't see what's behind the systems. So in tonight's webinar, we're going to be untwisting the lies that are in our system, the lies we're telling ourselves, the stories we're telling ourselves, all these stories about partners, story about love, story about everything, money, everything. There's so many stories in our system. So it's going to be deep. There's going to be stillness. If the mind's active, there may be resistance. It's all okay. Simply observe, 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 and it works within the system. I remember a translator that used to work with me, and she was incredible. And I asked her how, a lot of the translators I worked with, everyone, it was very difficult to translate because I'm working with systems and lots of different things, and it brings up different topics. And I was asking her after days of translating, I was like, how do you do that? How can you, you're getting more energy? And she says, I never touch the edges. I see myself like in a river, and I never touch the edges. So I invite you to see yourself in this river of life transformation and to observe the banks of the river, and whatever comes up, observe it, but not to touch it. And you will let it flow and it will transform and you will go back into creation. Each webinar will bring you deeper into yourself and will clear the banks of the river that you'll find it's getting wider and wider and wider. Your channel is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And anything that was in the way will be released. So from this webinar, you're going to get a lot of teachings, you're going to get a lot of shifts, you're going to get a lot of cellular changes within you, and a lot of knowledge will keep dropping in, and it will change your life because you will, when you get this knowledge, you can't go back. You know, when the veil is released, you can't go back. And it's so beautiful to see through the veils. And it can be hard to see what the truth is, but it changes your life. And that's why we're here. Spirit, all our spirits are hungry for life experience, not addicted, but hungry. You will find when you connect to creation, when you go on your path, you will feel this excitement in your system that you'll wake up hungry for life. And this is what the system work is doing to us. It brings us back into alignment with creation because creation is evolution and it's fusion. So it's fusion, it's creating, it's inspiring, it's light, it's cycles, it's spirals. So this is what the system work is about. And the mastermind is, I invite you to keep sharing to the group so we can share our own system work with each other, our own diamonds with each other, so we can inspire each other to keep evolving, keep evolving. This is a mastermind for evolution. So I invite you to be part of it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.